Has a Zyko 35 f2.8 lens, and the model is AF1. It's a really nice camera. Let me open the back. Where's the film? Oh, I wanted to put a dummy film there. I don't know how done with it. Now this camera is still available on eBay. There's loads. There's hundreds of them. You could pick them up for anything from £20. I mean, some people do sell it for 1800, but it depends, Now, talking about the new film camera that's out, the model name of that is AF1. Now, this is the original AF1, and I don't see why you would go to buy the new camera for £300 to £400 when you can get this, which is better, much better than the one that's gonna come out, if it ever does. I'm gonna put a film in there, take pictures and show it to you. But these cameras, when they were made in the 80s and the 90s, a lot of effort went into it by Olympus, But these new cameras, they're not nothing like this, They're nothing like this. Okay, so let's take a closer look. I believe, if you are going into film photography, rather than spending a lot of money on the new cameras, it's best to use these vintage cameras. I mean, the new one that's coming out, it's going to be about £400 for the AF1 model, by some, I forgot the name of the manufacturer. But anyway, it's not going to be as good as this. I mean, the lens on this is Zyko 35mm f2.8. This is a brilliant lens. There's no way they can produce this lens again. And it's not only this camera. This is just one model I'm showing you. There's so many. I mean, by Olympus, there's the there's the OM10. No, that's the SLR. The compact ones. There's so many compacts ones. They're autofocus, fixed focus, focus free, and they're in the same range. Anything from £20 to £50. By price, you could get a good working one in excellent condition. One of these for about £80. And they're really good cameras. They're really brilliant cameras. I mean, what we're lacking now is, as if you're into film photography, is the actual film, the 35mm film. They're very expensive to buy, and then again, processing it and printing it it's not it's not cheap. I mean, that's the main thing. But finding a camera is not a question. It's not hard. It's really easy. You could get a camera for £10. Even get like something like this. Look, I mean, you can get something like this for about £10. And unbelievably, this camera, this one in particular, EOS 650, is fully automatic, fully manual, aperture priority, shutter priority, you name it, and it's got it. And I mean, you can pick this up for £10, And lenses, there's so many. There's so many lenses. Depends what you're going to use it for. Like this one here, the 50mm standard lens. It's a brilliant lens. I've used this on on the D5, the classic one, and the images it produces is unbelievable. It's really, really good. So what I was saying is, if you're going, if people talk about cameras, they don't make them anymore. I mean, I believe that they don't need to make any more film cameras. What they made is enough. There's millions of them out there. What we're lacking is the film, the price. We need a manufacturer to manufacture the films, to price it fairly so a lot of people can afford and buy it, and the processing, to do it the proper way. Like in the olden days, there was like the Fujitsu, the Novetio, some printing processing machine or something, and with that, what happened is you put the film in there, it processes the film, and you get the prints off the negative to the paper, not how they do it these days. These days they'll process your film and then they'll scan it and you'll get digitally printed. I mean, it's better than nothing, but it's not the proper way. It's not the proper way. So if there's a big business who want to revive the photography, I would be more inclined to go into finding out how you can make a business processing film and printing film the old way. That's what we need, not making more cameras. There's so many cameras, and the way these are made are unbelievably really good quality. And this is just a cheaper model. If you go into the professional ones, then they're not very expensive. And there's so many makes. This is just one make. I mean, I've got like 60 or 70 different cameras by all makes: Canon, Minolta, Nikon, Yashica. That's one of my favorite ones because I like their cameras, Yashicas. So if people put more interest into making the film, finding out how they can be mass produced rather than relying on Kodak, then that would be great. That's something to look forward for. Making new 35mm film, not cameras. I'm not into that. Making films and processing it and printing it the proper way. I mean, that's something I would be looking forward to, but it's not happening. When you hear, this camera is coming out, that camera is coming out, I don't think there's any need for that yet. While there's hundreds and thousands of them out there now at the moment.